World War I, often called the First Industrial War, saw dramatic shifts in military technology and tactics. While artillery and infantry dominated the battlefields, airplanes and cavalry played unique and evolving roles, reflecting the transitional nature of warfare at the time. Both served purposes of reconnaissance, communication, and mobility, but each faced challenges adapting to the realities of modern combat. Airplanes, eyes in the sky. Airplanes were a new technology at the outbreak of World War I, initially used primarily for reconnaissance. Observation and intelligence. Pilots and observers reported enemy troop movements, artillery positions and fortifications, giving commanders crucial battlefield information. Artillery spotting. Aircraft helped direct artillery fire more accurately, revolutionizing how artillery targeted enemy positions. Fighter aircraft and bombing. As the war progressed, planes were armed with machine guns, and bomber aircraft emerged to attack supply lines and infrastructure. Key developments. Biplanes and monoplanes became common, with improvements in speed, maneuverability, and armament. Dogfights became a hallmark of air combat, highlighting the new concept of air superiority. Notable aces such as Manfred von Richthofen, the Red Baron, became legendary figures. Airplanes transformed the battlefield, shifting some aspects of combat from ground to air and emphasizing reconnaissance and rapid response. Cavalry, tradition meets modernity. Cavalry, long considered the pinnacle of mobility and shock on the battlefield, faced mixed fortunes in World War I. Early roles. Cavalry units were used for reconnaissance, screening, and flanking maneuvers, especially on the Eastern Front where terrain was more open. Shock troops. Horse-mounted charges were sometimes attempted to break enemy lines but were increasingly vulnerable to machine guns and artillery. Communication and supply. Cavalry served as mobile couriers and could quickly transport messages or small supplies when lines were cut. Challenges. Trench warfare, barbed wire, and heavy artillery made traditional cavalry charges nearly obsolete on the Western Front. Horses were highly susceptible to gunfire, artillery, and disease, leading to high casualties. Cavalry units gradually transitioned to dismounted infantry roles in many sectors. Despite limitations, cavalry remained valuable for mobility in open terrain, especially in Eastern Europe and the Middle Eastern theaters. Complementary roles. While airplanes and cavalry might seem unrelated, they both served as mobile eyes and messengers. Reconnaissance. Cavalry scouts on the ground complemented aerial observations. Communication. Both could relay vital information quickly, crucial in an era before modern radios became widespread. Flexibility. Commanders relied on both for rapid response and exploitation of breakthroughs, particularly on less fortified fronts. Together, they helped armies adapt to the dynamic and evolving battlefields of World War I. Lessons learned. World War I demonstrated that technology and tactics must evolve together. Airplanes quickly became indispensable for intelligence, air combat, and support roles. Cavalry had to adapt, shifting from traditional charges to reconnaissance and mobile infantry roles. Modern warfare increasingly demanded combined arms operations, integrating air, infantry, artillery, and cavalry. The war highlighted the transition from 19th-century warfare traditions to the industrialized, mechanized conflicts of the 20th century. Airplanes and cavalry played crucial, though evolving roles in World War I. Airplanes introduced aerial reconnaissance and combat, changing how commanders perceived and managed the battlefield, while cavalry provided mobility and scouting, particularly in open terrain. Both reflected the tension between old military traditions and new technology, underscoring the transformative nature of the Great War and the rapid evolution of modern warfare.